Another way by which you can migrate data to Dynamics 365 Business Central is by using migrate business data in assisted setup. In this exercise, I will be using migrate business data in assisted setup to migrate customers, vendors, and items into Contoso business data.
So what I will do now is to go to the search and I will look for assisted setup. Then I will click. And here is the assisted setup. As you can see, there are a lot of links here that you can use to set up one or two things within your business central. For example, if you scroll down under the Get Ready for Business, you're going to see some links there like connect to payment service. This one will help you to connect to a payment service so that your customer can pay electronically. This other link, migrate business data, will help you to be able to import existing data to Business Central from your former system. So that is the one I want to click on. Now, this is the data migration. Welcome to data migration assisted setup guide. So here you can import data from other finance solutions and other data sources, provided that the corresponding extension is available to handle the conversion. So I will click next. Then here it's asking me to choose the data source. That is, which finance app do I want to use to migrate data? That is the one I will use to migrate data to the Business Central. The option here is import from Excel. So I'm going to leave it like that. If I want other option, I'll just click here. Then it will allow me to pick other ones. Now I'll click next. Then here's the instruction. To prepare the data migration, so we should follow these steps. The first thing is that you need to download the Excel template, that is this particular one. Then you will now fill the template with your data. And this third one is optional, but it's very important. That is, you need to specify the import settings. This will help to ensure that you can use your data right away. Then the fourth one is to now choose the next button. So let's do the first one, to download the Excel template. So I'll click on this download template. It's working on it, creating the Excel template. As you can see, it's downloaded the template. So it has finished downloading the template. I'll come to the file explorer and I'll go to the downloads. That's where I can see the template. Here's the template. As you can see, use a lot of combinations for the name. So I'm going to right click to rename. So I'll call it my data import. Now let me double click and open so that we can see how the template look like. As you can see, this is the template that we just downloaded. So the first tab there is the GL account. The next tab is the customer. The next tab is the vendor. The next tab is the item. In this exercise, I'm going to make use of the item, vendor, and customer. So I'm going to use this template to import customers, vendors, and item. Later, we're going to discuss how to make use of this GL account, but not in this particular exercise. So what I'm going to do now is to fill this information, and that is the step 2, to fill the template with what? With your data. So I'm going to do that at the background. So once I'm through, I'll come back so that I can show you. So I've decided to populate this Excel file with some sample data. So you can use any sample data of your own, or you can as well screenshot this sample data and make a copy of it yourself. So not all fields are very, very important. In fact, the major fields is the number and maybe the description. Other ones are optional fields. So if you go to the vendors, the same thing. I've also input some data into the vendors sheets, as well as the customer. I also have some customers there. Now, before I now import this data back into the Business Central, I want to check each of these table one after the other to see if we have any data there. So let's go back. We'll come back to this place later. So I will search. The first one I'm looking for is what? Items. Here's items. As you can see, there's nothing in the items. Let's look at the next one. The next one is vendors. Now look at the vendors. It does contain some data from V9001 to V9008. Let's look at our Excel. What do we have? The same V9001 to V9008. Now, what do you think will happen in this case or in a case like this? Again, let's look at it. Look at this ID, V9001 to V9008. So what will happen basically is that it's just going to update this information. So we've checked the items vendors. What about the customers? And as for the customers, there is no data there. I hope you still remember the reason why we have this data. We once perform a particular import in one of the exercises we did earlier. So you can check that exercise in case if you do not have this set of data as at now. So I'm going to close all of them. Now I'll go back to the assisted setup. Now while that is going on, I want to save this file once again. So let's go back. So I'm going to the migrate business data under get ready for business. And I'll click next again, next again. Remember, this is where we are. So we'll perform the first step. That is, we downloaded the Excel file. Then we did the second one. That's where I populated the data. That is, that's why I fill in the template with my own data. So the third one is optional. So I didn't even bother to do anything about that, as you can see. But the last one now is to do what? To now click on the next so that we can go ahead with the upload. He said, wait a minute. You have not specified import setting. To avoid extra work and potential error, we recommend that you specify import settings now rather than update the data later. Do you want to specify the settings? No, I'm not interested in that as at now. So I'll click this browse. Then I'll go and pick the data. Do you still remember the file? My data import. Now is importing the data. Is reading the Excel worksheet. And now is able to tell me in the customers, I have 5 customers. As for the vendors, 8. And as for the item, 76. Now I'll click migrate. So it's applying the package. You can see it's applying the package. So nmap from now, it should be ready. You can see it's ready. It said 3 tables are processed, 0 errors found, 81 records inserted, 8 records modified. Do you know the reason why this 8 record modify is there? Remember this particular one that we talked about earlier, these vendors. How many are they? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Because when you check the number, that is the ID, you discover that the numbers are the same. So you decide to do what? To update them. Let's go back. Let's click OK and let's click finish. Now let's go back and check those things one after the other again. First, the items. By now, the items should contain some data. Look at it. I now have data here. So the item already shows that yes, it does contain what? Some data. What about the next one? The next one is the vendor. Look at the vendor. It does contain what? Those data as well. Those data are still there. So let's check the last one. The last one is the customers. And I have the customers. These are the customers, 5 of them that I decided to, import into this particular um, company called Contoso Limited. So, for example, it displayed this information in a list form. Now I can come to the third tiles where once I click on it, it will change the way to display those information. Also, if I go to um, the vendors, I can do the same thing for vendors. You can see the vendors is also showing the same way as well. And as for the item, if you like, you can do the same thing if that is what you would like to achieve. As you can see, this is another way by which you can import already existing data into the Dynamic 365 Business Central.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing to this channel. Please, let me know what you think in the comment section. And do not forget to leave a like and share this video. See you in the next one.